to the United States of America.
We respect what you have had to deal with these last few years. We respect the long tradition of your people and what you have accomplished over the years.
They're poisoning the blood of our country. All over the world, they're coming into our country from Africa, from Asia. Mexico sends its people. They're not sending their best. They're bringing drugs. They're bringing crime. They're rapists. They don't speak the language. They don't have the culture. These are stone cold killers. They'll walk into your kitchen. They'll cut your throat. They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats.
Haiti has a tremendous AIDS problem. Many of those people will probably have AIDS, and they're coming into our country.
They took the criminals out of Caracas and they put them along your border, and we have to live with these animals. Democrats say, please don't call them animals. They're humans. I said, no, they're not humans. They're not humans. They're animals. They're rough people. In many cases, from jails, prisons, from mental institutions, insane asylums. You know, insane asylum, that's Silence of the Lambs stuff. I told them not to let the Syrians in because we have no idea who they are. They could be ISIS, and they might not be, but they could be ISIS.
Why are you creating an expedited path into the country for Afrikaners but not others?
Because they're being killed. It's a genocide that's taking place that you people don't want to write about. They happen to be white, but whether they're white or black makes no difference to me.
Y'all, don't worry about these white South Africans coming here. They about to be the new help. You heard me. They are about to be the new help. They got rid of all the people tending the land. All the immigrants that were tending the land are gone. So what they about to do, replace them with the white South African workers. Y'all gonna be working to feed black folks. As y'all should. Get y'all asses over here and do y'all goddamn job. Y'all think y'all getting away from us. Y'all not. Y'all just gonna be working for us. Come on in the room. See, Trump knew he couldn't get our asses out there. There's no way in hell you're gonna get black folks out there to work no kind of land. He could say, hey, these South Africans are being suppressed. Their land is being taken away from them. They need to come over here and seek retribution. And get y'all asses in the field where the fuck y'all belong. Make sure y'all picking every fucking vegetable and don't miss out on anything. Y'all not getting away from black folks. Y'all gonna be around us a lot more. And unlike the ones in South Africa, we don't give a fuck. You're not gonna be able to call us colored. You're gonna get your dome rocked. So be careful, tread lightly. And remember, we don't see you as African. We see you as colonizers of an apartheid. Welcome to America.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing amazing. Thank you so much for clicking on this episode. I really do appreciate your love and support on this channel. So you all know, or you've heard about Afrikaners moving to the United States of America, or the white South Africans. The government of the United States of America have given them a free pass to move to the United States of America. Even for those that actually, I'm sure, were not from America, maybe they were from Europe or any other part of the world, maybe Australia. But now the government have given them a free pass to move to the United States of America. They even used a government chartered flight for them to relocate to the United States of America. And the government is giving them grocery checks. They are providing them with a place to live. And my big question is, what about these people, all these homeless people that are always seen in the United States of America? People are complaining that they don't have enough money to afford groceries. People cannot even afford to buy eggs right now. But the government have enough money to move people from the African continent in the South Africa just because they are white to the United States of America using the American citizens tax. It's crazy, guys, that this is happening. And leave alone that they could do all that, but they still cannot give black people reparations. It's crazy, guys. Now we're actually seeing what America truly stands for. I want us to watch these videos together that black Americans are actually reacting to this move that the new administration decided to take. Every clip and every stitch that you'll be seeing on our today's episode, credits belongs to the original creators of these videos that you're seeing on the screens. If you're coming across this channel for the first time, my good name is Gracie D. Kindly consider subscribing to this channel, give this video a like, and let me know what your thoughts are on the comments section. So let's just dive right ahead and we'll come back with more commentary. And if you're watching this, let me know what your thoughts are, especially if you're a black American. Kindly let me know what you think about this move that the new administration decided to take. So let's just dive right ahead and we'll come back with more commentary.
Okay, I'm a little bit confused. So let me try to put the motherfucking pieces together. Now, you have ICE raids happening left and motherfucking right. You even went above and beyond to have some strong control over the border. Then you had raised like a son bitch to a motherfucking point. Y'all ended up deporting American fucking citizens. But it is absolutely old motherfucking K for y'all to bring over a plane load full of South Africans. But here's the crazy part. We only okayed the white ones to come over here, not the black ones. The black ones was completely excluded in this little plan that he had of bringing some South Africans over here. He only brought over the white ones. He only okayed the white ones. So with that being said, to all of the South African white people that just crossed over into here, I would like to say congratulations. Because now I do believe it will be y'all motherfuckers that will be working them fields out there. Because like I said, the motherfuckers that's out here screaming, make America great again. Oh, honey, they're not stepping their asses out there in the fields. But they swear up and down they want to make America great again. They're not going to do it. Us black people, oh, definitely not motherfucking doing that. Evidently, you can read back in the fucking history about that one. Hispanic people, oh, they're definitely not doing that shit. Neither are the Asians, neither are the Arabics. So with that being motherfucking said, are y'all ones that's crossing over here, you South African white people, are y'all gonna be the ones that's gonna make America great again? Are y'all gonna be the one that's out there that's gonna be working the motherfucking fields and building these fucking houses and shit? Because I don't know about y'all, but I'm sick to motherfucking death going to the goddamn grocery store and half of our shit is about damn near rotten because we ain't got motherfuckers picking that shit. So with that being motherfucking said, welcome to motherfucking America. It's your time to shine. Because guess what? We're not making America great again. We're not. It's your turn now.
I'm actually grateful for Donald Trump bringing those South Africans to America because now the people are waking up to what's really happening. Now that they know that J.D. Vance was in charge of the company Acre Trader who bought up farmland by foreign investors, they see what the hell happened. Yeah, you cut the subsidies for the farmers. I wonder why. You were invested in a company that literally bought up failing farmland. Coincidence? But now Americans are waking up, and I am grateful. So are you ready to do something now? Because if you are, we are starting a movement. It's called the People's Sick Day. It's a 3-day collective of us calling off of work together as a unit. Nothing in this country moves without us. No more taking to the streets. No more marches. No more calling and begging our representatives to do the right thing because they're not listening to us. The only thing they talk is money. So let's shut the money down. 3 days off of work. We're not releasing the dates yet because we're going to take them by surprise. But you need to follow us and you need to join us. If you're a creator who is out here spreading the good word, reach out to me. We need to talk. It's time to get serious. No more waiting around. Are you in or are you out?
So the Afrikaners, they finally got what they wanted. You could see the smiles on their face. They're so happy to be in America. And this whole thing, it was so controversial. Many black South Africans, they were saying that these Afrikaners, they were living in privilege. But these people, they're saying that they are being brutally attacked, especially on their farms. And now, even Trump is saying that these attacks are happening. Look.
The genocide that's taking place that you people don't want to write about, but it's a terrible thing that's taking place, and farmers are being killed. They happen to be white, but whether they're white or black makes no difference to me, but white farmers are being brutally killed and their land is being confiscated in South Africa, and the newspapers and the media, television media doesn't even talk about it. If it were the other way around, they talk about it. That would be the only story they talk about.
What do you guys think about this? Trump, he signed that executive order back in February, but now we're finally seeing the first wave of Afrikaners arriving in the US. I personally think Elon Musk, he asked Trump for a favor. That's why this is all happening. But what do you think? Comment below.
So South African farmers are fleeing to America because they allege that they are dealing with violence. And I'm confused because Donald Trump just gave them a fast track to become a U.S. citizen. He called what's happening over there genocide. Genocide? So we gotta be all the way real here. Why them? Why do they get the fast track over here to become citizens? There's people all over the world that's dealing with worse conditions than this. Refugees from wars, famines, real genocide, but they're not getting this special treatment like them. No, sir. So what makes this different for Donald Trump? This clearly looked like favoritism, the ultimate protection for the complexion. Trump, the same person that was trying to ban certain people from coming over here from over there. Y'all remember? Now all of a sudden we got this open door. He feels so bad about them. When, like I said, there's a whole lot of people going through it, not just them. Somebody make this make sense. Y'all telling me I'm tripping? Do y'all think I'm tripping?
Shame on the United States. Shame. Shame on Donald Trump and his whole administration. So check this out, y'all. White South Africans granted refugee status by the Trump administration. Now let that sink in. Look at these people. These people are the descendants of the colonizers and the apartheid rulers in South Africa. So the government over there is using their constitution to help give land back to the native Africans. They're buying land from South Africans who own 70% of all the land. And you go, how did they do that? They stole it. Then you got Elon Musk and Donald Trump talking about there's a genocide happening. There's no genocide. The only genocides that are happening right now are in Gaza, the Congo, South Sudan. Those are really genocides, and those are really refugees. Then you got Trump, remember, talking about they're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs, when he's referring to Haitians. That's not happening either, and it wasn't happening. They have real status to be here, to work. But these guys, these Afrikaners, these poor farmers, they just, for whatever reason, can't make money in South Africa. They haven't been on their job. You notice there ain't no millionaires and billionaires Afrikaners coming to the United States as refugees. It's the poors. They got money for wars but can't feed the poor. And I'm talking to you white Americans, especially the ones who are in the lower class of poor. This really affects you. These Afrikaners are about to come over here, get free housing, free medical. They're going to get jobs. They're going to get education. And meanwhile, a lot of you are going to continue to live in rural areas, in your trailers, in your apartments, and you're going to lose your jobs because of Doge. These guys are here to get all the resources. America, that's a shame, y'all. That is a shame.
Them white South Afrikaners, they finally lick and took it. Because I'm seeing a lot of comments like this saying that, yo, you guys better watch out. These people are not even farmers. You know how many comments I've seen that said that from white South Africans as well as black South Africans? This is going to be interesting because from what I'm hearing, they already got their citizenship. You know the hurdles you have to go through here to get your citizenship, but they already do. I'm telling you, I don't know what kind of connection Elon Musk have, but that money is getting him somewhere. But anyways, it'll be interesting to see what they're gonna do because if they're all supposedly farmers, how I'm just thinking what kind of job they're gonna have. Y'all, America is not the America it used to be. Like, people are really struggling over here to buy eggs. They're gonna find out. You really gotta work hard for your money. But you know what? We ain't gotta say nothing else. We ain't gotta say nothing else. So much can be said, but we ain't gotta say nothing else. They're just gonna have to find out.
MAGA down front for a second. As Trump and Elon Musk cut your Medicaid, your Social Security benefits, your veterans benefits, and all the other programs and SNAPs and all that, as he's cutting that and taking it away from you, the ones who put him in there, the ones who run around to his rally, the ones who are constantly worshiping him and bowing down to him and agreeing with everything he does. When he takes all that from you guys, that is already in the making, they're already in the Senate, in the Congress, voting on that budget to cut your Medicaid, cut that $800 and something billion dollars off of your Medicaid. Guess who's getting all those benefits? Guess. You know those white Africans, South Africans over there, they claim is being treated badly, genocide and all that. Well, he's bringing all them over here. As a matter of fact, they're here. I think they got here yesterday. He's bringing them white South Africans over here, and he's bringing them under the refugee status, which means guess who's going to be getting your SNAP? Guess who's going to be getting your Social Security? And guess who's going to be getting your Medicaid benefits? You know, all those programs that y'all hate, that people like the Venezuelans were getting, you know, housing and SNAP and Social Security and Medicaid. Well, those South Africans are getting it. You won't get it anymore. Yeah, you and me, on them, gonna be shit out of luck. You know, you won't be able to go to the doctors anymore on the Medicaid. Your SNAP benefits are gonna be cut down to y'all to be counting rice grains out of the bag, trying to ration them out to your families. You know, all that stuff. He says you don't need it. It's fraud and abuse when you get it, and they need to cut it. But when it's his pick that he wants over here, those racist white South Africans, he's rolling out the carpet for them. There's no limit to what they can get. Y'all benefits get cut, right? Y'all don't know where your next meal coming from, some of you. And it's happening because you ushered it in based on your hatred. You ushered this season in on yourself, and what the real slap in the face is, you won't be getting it, but the other people that he's bringing in, the ones that are going to take y'all place for him. See, Trump never really liked y'all. He did. MAGA, he never really liked y'all. Y'all were an embarrassment. As a matter of fact, I remember it being reported that when y'all went up there and raided the Congress, when y'all went up there and stormed the Capitol, Trump was sitting back talking about y'all ass like a dog. He was talking about y'all like a dog. Talking about you looked all country, and look at them. They don't look like, you know, y'all weren't uniformed enough. He said to you, it was just an embarrassment, y'all running around looking like that. Yeah, that guy. And as soon as he got through using y'all for that, gave y'all threw y'all a little bone by letting those J6ers off, by pardoning them. All part of his game. Keep y'all hung, keep y'all sprung. But as soon as he gives you something, he turn around and takes a whole bunch of more shit back. So you got your January 6ers back, but you done lost your SNAP benefits, you done lost your Medicaid, you done lost your Social Security, you done lost your veterans benefits, you done lost jobs, you done, yeah. But don't worry about them South Africans coming, they're gonna get everything y'all getting taken. They're getting everything y'all have taken away, huh? How about that? Is it great again yet? Y'all still sniffing up Donald Trump's butt. You probably are, though, because, you know, you're a glutton for punishment. You never learn. But, you know, hey, it is what it is, right? So, happy Tuesday. And, happy losing your benefits. And, I'm so glad somebody else get them. So, y'all gonna sit back and watch the South Africans live off of y'all. You gonna watch them live good. Getting the shit y'all used to get. And they probably ain't even have to commit fraud. He's going to give them the 100% benefit on everything. Watch. Unlike some of y'all who's out here frauding the food stamps and frauding Section 8 and, you know. Yeah, you know, we know y'all was up on, we know what y'all was doing. But, you know, we don't care. It ain't our money. Well, it is, but, you know, we really didn't care. So, what you thought was going to happen to everybody but you? Y'all be sure to welcome them South Africans over here, right? Okay.
It's crazy that this is happening, guys. I don't even understand. Like, this new administration is just, I don't know who is advising the president, because everything that's happening in the United States of America is just crazy. Because tell me why this government, it has used a lot of money on mass deportation. You know, ICE, they're out there raiding people's homes. People who've been in the United States, people who are actually paying taxes to this company, they are being deported. They are being held in ICE detention centers. But the government has also funds to bring people just because they are white, give them houses, give them groceries, provide them with everything that they need. But you're out here deporting people who came to seek help from the United States of America. People that were actually working in your farms. People that were actually paying taxes to this country. You are deporting them. This is just telling us a lot that we didn't know about the United States of America. This new administration has been showing us all that we need to know about the United States of America. What most people in the United States of America actually stand for. Because tell me why you're actually holding other people in ICE detention centers, but you're bringing other people across the ocean to bring them in the United States of America, provide them with everything, but you're holding people in ICE detention centers that there are not even enough water for them. They're not even getting enough food as per what the reports are saying. But you're bringing other people. This is the same country that's always out here preaching about human rights, preaching about democracy. It's the same country that is always out here attacking other countries that they feel like they do not respect the human rights. The same country that is always out here trying to control what other countries and what other presidents and what other governments should do for their people. And now you're here. There are so many videos I've seen of homelessness, of homeless people sleeping on the streets. Some people have lost their lives because the cold was too much and they were only sleeping in tents. You could not provide them with anything. But people who've been born and raised in South Africa, you say, you know what, I'm going to bring them. And now you want to sell this narrative to people that they are being killed, that they are being mistreated. All these lies that you want to sell, all these picture that you want to portray there about South Africa and Africa, just because you want to have a negative out there for people that support you, for people that don't care about doing their own research. You want to portray this bad image about South Africa and about Black people. It's crazy that you're trying so hard to make the Black community angry. It's crazy that you're trying so hard to make Black people be out there on the streets, for them to react, for them to protest so that you can find a way on how to come for them. I don't know why I'm not seeing any MAGAs complaining about this. You all are out here complaining about how the economy is bad and now you want to blame the tax plan that's there and saying it's Biden tax plan, where in real sense it's Trump's tax plan. And now all the taxes that you guys are paying, he's using them to pay for that flights, to cater for these people that are coming there, giving them houses, while in real sense you have Americans who are sleeping on the streets, some that are sleeping in their cars, and now you all don't have anything to say about this? Is this the greatness that you all were actually voting for? Having other people getting deported because they're not white, and having what South Africans brought to your countries, that the government is gonna feed them, they're gonna provide them with the work, because how many of you, like all these mass layoffs have been seeing happening, everything that has been happening, people now, there is a good number of 20,000 UPS workers, now they don't have anywhere to work. And you have these South Africans coming in the country. The government is going to provide them with jobs. They're going to provide them with food. They're going to help them cater for their housing. They're probably going to give them health insurance and a lot of more benefits. But the same government is snatching a lot of more benefits from veterans. It's quite crazy, and I don't even understand how this is happening. And to all the Mexican or the Hispanic community that were actually out here calling out Black people for not supporting you with the mass deportation and everything that's happening, I'm not seeing any of you creating videos and calling out the new government for what's it's doing. Your people are getting deported, but the government is bringing in other people from South Africa and providing them with everything, while your people are suffering at ICE detention centers. And everything that's happening, you can only blame the Black community for not supporting you. It's crazy, and this is just showing us how hypocrisy is deeply rooted in your community. Because I've not seen anyone talking about this. I've not seen any Hispanic people complaining about this, creating videos and calling out the white Americans, creating videos and calling out the government for supporting these South Afrikaners that are coming in the United States of America, and the government is providing them with everything. But I saw a couple, not even a couple, I saw so many videos of people from the Hispanic community creating videos calling out the Black community for not supporting them, for not supporting their community, just because the Black community was telling them, you know what, you all left around and now you're finding out. They were very angry at that. But the government is bringing in people from South Africa, providing them with everything that they need, while they're deporting your people, holding others in ICE detention centers, and you have nothing to say about that. It's just crazy, guys. But anyway, we all now can see what they really stand for. Let me know what your thoughts are on the comment section. I'd really love to know, if you're a Hispanic watching this episode, let me know what you think about this move that the new government has made, or the government that some of you actually did support. And if you're watching this and you are a MAGA supporter, and you know that there is a good number of homeless people in the United States of America, that the government does not even care a little bit to support them, people that at the end of it all, after all the suffering, after them not being able to afford a living in the United States of America, the only thing they could turn to, they ended up being drug addicts because they were confused and there was no one to support them, not even this government. Let me know what you think about this move that the new government has taken on the comment section. Thank you so much for watching up to this part, and until the next episode,